So a couple of days ago, NetherRealm Studios, the makers of Injustice, actually released an update for the mobile version, the 4.0 update. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a few of the things that you might have missed, some things that you may not have noticed in the new update. So I'm Deshi. This is actually kind of new for me. I've been doing YouTube for a while now, but I've never really tried gaming out, and I play games a lot, especially Injustice. I play it a lot. So just thought I'll start making a few videos for Injustice because I play it a lot and there are a few things I know that I would like to share with you guys. So let me know what you think in the comments. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the new look of the game. To be honest, not much has changed, but there are a few little tweaks. And the first thing that you might notice is that the operations panel, which is usually in the bottom left corner of the game, has moved all the way to the back. And it's been replaced by the store preview panel. And I think what's there right now mostly is the Apocalypse Artifacts chests, which they're really advertising now. So the operations panel is all the way at the end, right beside the resource missions. In my opinion, I feel like this is where they keep the least important things, or things that they place very low priority on. If you notice, the story is also around this area, and the story has been discontinued for a long time. I mean, it never really ended. And the daily objective requirement for the resource missions is just one battle a day, which I think it's not enough. In my opinion, I think they should make it more to kind of place more emphasis on it because it's very, very useful in my opinion anyway. I mean, other than that, the Champions Arena, Leagues, Arena and Challenges and everything else is pretty much in the same place. Apart from, of course, the newest addition, Solo Raids. But I think we're going to talk about that in a separate video, maybe tomorrow. Now moving on to roster, I think we've all noticed that there's a new blue button there. I mean, before it used to be like an image of a funnel for the filter and sort, but now it's blue. It's more, visible, and right beside the shutter gear button. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else in the roster looks the same. Now taking it over to the objectives. Now I think this is a favorite for most people. The Solo Raid event has its own daily objective, and it gives you 60 gems every day. That's an awesome addition because people have been looking for different ways to get more gems, and I think that's a beautiful addition. Plus, it will encourage people to play the new event even more. I also think I'd have loved it if they attach achievements to each of the stages of the Solo Raid event. So by the time you finish the first boss, that's Harley Quinn, then Blade Master Robin and all of that, I feel like it would have been better if you unlock an achievement for that and get more rewards. But I mean, they've added so many rewards to the game, especially in the Solo Raid event, so let's not ask for too much. I think it's fine the way they've made it so far. Shall we have a look at the tienda, the store? That's the store in Spanish. Now if you look here, like I said earlier, the new addition is the Apocalypse Artifacts chest, and I feel like it's going to be a permanent fixture as long as the event is going on. Just so to kind of raise awareness and make sure people open this. I actually opened this a few times, and luckily enough, I got one of the artifacts. And I haven't been able to test it out yet. I don't know if it's any good, but I think there's a video by Sigval the Grim talking about all the new artifacts and basically ranking them, so you can check that out. Now if you go to the special offers, you see that one of the offers that's available right now is Dark Duo. That's Dark Supergirl and Nightwing. You can see this green icon there that shows how many is left in stock. So if you make a purchase, you can see how many more purchase options are available for that day. Now I think they added this to all the other stores, the League store and the Arena store, but we'll touch on that in a moment. Now let's have a look at the Arena. A lot of changes have been made here, and most of them are for the better. Let's look at the Arena store first. In this store, they've added a lot of new purchasable hero shards. We have Grid, we have Firestorm, we have Blue Beetle, we have John Stewart Green Lantern, and we have Classic Batman. and how could I forget? We also have Primal Swamp Thing. I think by now he should be a legendary because his shards are everywhere, everywhere. Anyway, it might come as bad news to some people that they've taken out certain heroes from this store. Classic Superman, Captain Cold, Horrific Scarecrow, Telekinetic Gorilla Grodd, and of course Predator Batman. That one actually made me quite sad because I've been trying to get him to 6 stars, and I currently have him at just 4 stars right now. And I've been slowly purchasing his shards every single day, 3 times a day, and I still have a long way to go, but I was willing to be patient, but now the option is no longer there. So I guess I just shift my focus to John Stewart and maybe Raiden and also Classic Batman. One at a time anyway. Back in the day, he used to be a really, really strong card in the game, but over time with the introduction of newer, stronger characters, his importance kind of just diminished. Imagine this scenario. So you're sleeping at night, yeah? And then you're having a really, really awesome dream. And then something happens and you wake up in the middle of the night and you try and fall back asleep to get back into the dream, but it's either you get a different dream, or you don't dream at all. And you know, everyone knows that feeling, and I feel like it's a very, very, very annoying feeling. But imagine if you could fall asleep again and go back into that dream and continue from where you left off. Well, this is what's been added to the arena battles, because when you're done with the fight, if you love it so much, you can actually fight it again without the game automatically refreshing. I think that's a really, really genius addition. I mean, at first I was kind of worried, because it means that if you get a really, really high threat team that your team can defeat, you can just do it over and over and over again. And I was like, if that happens, then the bar is going to be raised higher and then the arena will be tougher. But so far, that hasn't been my experience. I've been fighting 500k teams with my strongest team, that's my GL team, and my multiverse Amateur Girl team. Now we can leave that dream over and over and over and over again. Thank you, NetherRealms, for adding that. It's actually a very welcome addition, and I hope it's not a bug. I hope it doesn't go. Now, last but not the least, I don't think it would be a software update without bugs. And this one came with quite a few bugs. So the first bug I noticed in the game was that for my Arkham Knight Batman, his passive doesn't really work that well anymore. So usually when he defeats an opponent, anybody on the team that defeats an opponent gets a health boost, a health and a power boost. But I noticed that it hasn't been working fine, especially after like he's been knocked out. I know what I waited for before I got him as my first legendary. So like, I really hope that his value in the game isn't diminishing like some others that have happened in the past. Yeah, but let's just hope that's not the case. I really hope they fix that one. NetherRealms, please, I hope you're listening. Now, the matchmaking I talked about in the arena is actually it's a regular thing. It happens from time to time. After each update, it actually gets improved, and after a while, it goes back to normal. But I hope this one is permanent, and I know a lot of other players hope the same as well. I hope it doesn't go back to the way it was, because it's actually kind of perfect right now. But following the track record, it looks like it's a bug, and yeah, that might be the case. In T7 raids, a few players have noticed that Boss Brainiac actually retains 1 health point, so they actually can't defeat him, and it's really annoying if you can actually get him down to that point and he doesn't die. So please check that out. It's definitely a bug that needs to be fixed. And I think the last one that came to my knowledge is the error message that some people get during the solo raid event. I haven't gotten that message, but I've seen a few people complain about that. So, but like it's a new game mode that's been added, so I suppose it's inevitable for there to be a few bugs. I just hope it gets fixed on time, because it can be really annoying. Yeah, I'm out. Okay, I know there's actually one game mode I need to talk about, the solo raid events, which actually happens to be the biggest thing about this update. And don't worry, calm down, I got you. I'm going to make a separate video talking specifically about that. And also, in that video, I think I'm going to also compare it to other game modes, like the actual league rates and some other things. I'm also going to talk about the rewards, talk about the artifacts and everything too. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications. I'll probably upload that in the next couple of days. And this is actually my first time making an Injustice video. I know there are other bigger creators out there. Shout out to you guys. And yeah, this is me signing out for now. My league's raid is actually starting right now, and I need to do some damage to Captain Cold.